Welcome back to another Ramble with Rob Intuitive Tarot reading. Today's reading is going to be an urgent message from your spirit guides. In just a second, I'm going to put 3 crystals and 3 piles of cards on the screen, and I want you to just take 3 deep breaths and choose the pile or the crystal which intuitively calls to you. And don't second guess it, go for your first instincts, and that is your message from the spirit guide. Let's get straight into it. So here's your 3 piles. Please take 3 deep breaths and choose the pile that you're first drawn to. Welcome pile 1. This is your message. If you chose pile 1 or you were drawn to the crystal quartz, then this is your message. First of all, your spirit guides want to say that they've acknowledged the work that you've put in. You're currently, or you're about to be, in your Emperor energy. It's sitting strong in your power, acknowledging who you are, the energy that you have, and the power that you actually have to create and co-create with the universe. You're more than capable of achieving whatever you want to desire in this world. And because you're drawn to the clear quartz, to me, this speaks about almost giving you the clarity or the insight that you need to carry on going. It's almost like a very motivational, uplifting message for this collective. You've managed to free yourself from these deflated, anxious feelings, and you've managed to fully detach and walk away from anything that no longer serves your highest purpose. You've managed to embody the 5 of Swords and fully walk away with the things that are beneficial to you, and you've been able to leave behind the things that no longer serve your highest purpose. You've managed to actually continue to do the work on yourself and move yourself from a period or a cycle of feeling deflated and trapped to actually standing strong in your power. There's something here about your energy being really attractive, really warm. You glow so brightly like the sun, and it's really important to acknowledge that you have got fantastic energy, and anybody or anything that's made you feel less than, you really need to make sure that you're not listening to these things or these people and these comments, because ultimately you are the sun and you need to continue radiating your warmth, your positivity, and moving through this life with this childlike happiness. You need to make sure that you do allow your light and your shine to shine down on others, but you also need to protect that energy for yourself. So don't give too much of yourself. You've been able to walk away from things that no longer serve your highest purpose, and you've stood strong on your decisions here as well with the 4 of Pentacles. You've actually managed to say, this doesn't work for me anymore, this doesn't serve my highest purpose, and now I need to take these steps to almost come back into union with yourself. And that is confirmed with the 2 of Cups here. You've come back into union with yourself, and it was 212 as I said that, so synchronicities or numbers 212 could be significant for this collective, but ultimately you're coming back into union with yourself and your higher self, and you've been patient. And it is about acknowledging that whilst we move from one reality to another, things do take time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not going to be a quick overnight success. It's about putting the work in energetically and physically so that you can move from this current reality into the next one. Your spirit guides ask you to spend time with people and in places that uplift your energy, things that naturally give energy back to you. You need to make sure you're not fully giving all the time or you're not constantly receiving. It's about finding that balance. But this to me also speaks about nourishing your inner child. So make sure you are finding time in the day to be childlike, or have that joy, or have that happy-go-lucky sort of energy where you will act on a whim, or you will do something just because you've had that intuitive download to do so, or actually you're wanting to see some tigers today, so you're going to take yourself to the zoo, for example. It's about acknowledging what you want, what your inner child wants, and what things you're going to do to actually nourish that inner child. It's about acknowledging that emotions and things like that do need nourishment, and it doesn't matter how much work we've put in, or how old we are, or how many cycles we've survived. It's about continuing to put that work in to your emotions, to keep nurturing yourself, so we can go from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. And if we've done these basic foundations and we've put in the solid work at the very bottom of this Page of Cups energy, then we can move into the Knight of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups, and then the King of Cups with a lot more confidence and stability. You also need to acknowledge that there is a time to celebrate as well, so don't feel like you can't take a night off or a day off from your goals. It's important that you do rest and you recharge your energy by spending time with people who truly align with your ideals, or who truly uplift shift your energy and your vibration. I would be very mindful about who you are giving your energy to, though. There's something here about using your judgment with the Six of Pentacles, so the Seven of Pentacles, sorry. So just make sure that you are reviewing the energy that you're giving to people and who you're actually giving that energy to. It's important that you don't drain yourself whilst nourishing others. You need to protect your own light whilst continuing to guide others. So just make sure you are continuing to give to yourself, and you're reminding yourself that there's no need to be fearful. The Eight of Wands asks you to take action on the Nine of Wands. So don't be afraid to let go of something or start a new journey. It's about acknowledging that you've done so much work to move away from something that's been very toxic or very draining, or you will be doing the work to move away from that thing. So why are you scared to take a leap of faith into the next cycle? You're closing this one out, and the natural progression of things is to close this cycle and move confidently into another. So please acknowledge that there's no need to be scared about going from one cycle into another. The universe is asking you to actually take action and put yourself out there into the world. The world is calling you to be in it. It's calling you to put your energy out there so you can be seen, so you can be heard, and your manifestations can finally start to come to light. It's time to start nourishing you, celebrating you, coming back into union with you and your higher self. But please do be patient throughout this journey. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. It needs you to take proactive action every single day. So make sure that you are working on yourself, you're working on your energy, and you're putting that energy in places where you want them to grow without dimming your light or draining your own source, for example. Please do leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonated. I'd also appreciate if you could hit the like button and subscribe, because it really helps the readings reach a wider collective. And I will see you, Pile 1, on the next one. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose the Evil Eye charm, then this is your reading. The Evil Eye is there for protection. It's there to reflect negative energy or wishes of ill intent back to the sender. So it's protecting your energy and returning any negative energy back to the place that they were sent from. So you might feel like maybe people are spying on you, watching you. It may be that you think people are having gossip about you or just generally sending you bad vibes. But this also has a little bit of an air from pile number 1 with the clear quartz. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, I would definitely check that one out after listening to this message. There's some very common themes here, so let's get straight into it. The first one is the Nine of Wands, and your spirit guides are acknowledging that there has just been, or there is about to be, a tower moment. It's really important that you acknowledge that this tower moment is basically a gift from the universe. It's freedom. It's going to empower you here with the Eight of Cups to move away from things that no longer serve you. And it might be that these things provide a real solid foundation, but ultimately, where are these things leading to? Where is this connection taking you? And it was 111 as I said that. So make sure that you pay attention to numbers and synchronicities around you. You need to embrace this tower moment and not force people or places to stay or to fit where they no longer belong. Don't have fear of this tower moment, and if you're already undergoing it, make sure that you naturally let the tower do its thing. It clears obstacles, it clears pathways away from us, and truthfully reveals the things that we can't see. So make sure that you are embracing that tower moment, and you're acknowledging that while we move from this Nine of Swords trapped, stuck feeling, it's going to take some time. So be very patient with yourself, be patient with your emotions, be patient with the energy that you've got and that you're sharing with the world as well. You need to acknowledge that while we move from one reality to another, that's going to take not only time but a lot of emotional investment. But ultimately, we need to follow the yellow brick road to this gold, this lovely abundance-filled future that's on the horizon for us. You will manage to free yourself from the Ten of Swords energy of feeling stuck, trapped, deflated, demotivated, but it's all about finding balance with the Six of Pentacles. So just make sure that you are finding that balance within yourself, within the things that you're going after, and ultimately within the connections that surround you as well. Acknowledge that unfortunately not everybody does have our highest or our best interest in their peripheral vision. Some people are supporting us in our face but aren't necessarily supporting us behind the scenes, and it's really important that we acknowledge who is good for our energy and who is bad for our energy. If something feels off or the vibes aren't right, it's really important that you listen to that. And my constant theme for the collective, pretty much since eclipse season has been that you need to empower yourself and acknowledge that you are capable of so much, and we don't need to be in this state of chasing, we need to be in a state of attracting. So once you continue to do the work on yourself and you pour into yourself and you feed and nourish your own emotions and your own energy, naturally the right people will align with you and flow in. And of course, when you're a bright light, you're going to attract a few moths, but ultimately that's why we need to protect our energy, and that's what the evil eye is about. It's about returning that negative energy to sender and keeping ourselves nice and protected. Your spirit guides want me to remind you that your 10 of Pentacles are well on the way. It's not something that you're never going to be able to achieve, and it's not something that seems unrealistic, for example. It's about acknowledging with the 8 of Pentacles that you need to put the work in, and you need to put the work in the right way. It's not about taking rushed action in random directions because you feel like you need to do something right now. It's about acknowledging what steps you could take today in the current moment, in the very present tense, to move forward to your future. How are you going to achieve this 10 of Pentacles? Is it going to take consistency? More than likely. Is it going to take perfection? Absolutely not. So don't put things off. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait until you're at the absolute top of your game, for example. You need to start today and stop saying that you'll start tomorrow, because tomorrow comes and you'll just say, I'll start next Monday. Today's too busy, or this week's been too crazy. I've got a lot on, so I'll start again next Monday. So make sure that you are taking action towards your goals and you're nourishing yourself while spending time with people who truly uplift your energy and truly make you feel happy and fulfilled as well. I think that a lot of people do things out of habit or routine, but you need to make sure that you're doing things that naturally recharge your energy and uplift you as well. You want to make sure that you're being fulfilled. You don't want to be around people that drain you, and there's definitely going to be a cause for celebration. So keep your close connections nice and close to you. You need to make sure that you're spending time with the right people and sharing the success with the right people and with the people who truly value you. Again, with the 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment is well on its way. It's just about taking nice, steady, proactive steps. The Knight of Pentacles isn't rushing. He's not the Knight of Swords. He's taking steady steps every single day to achieve his goal. It's not about rushing to the finish line. It's about building the right kind of foundation, the right small building blocks that will actually provide a really stable future. In the future, we need to keep building the foundation so when this thing takes off, it's sustainable and it's not just going to quickly fizzle out as quickly as it came in, for example. The final card from your spirit guides is an urge to stand in your power. Make sure that you are acting from a place of emotional stability and you're using your emotional intelligence. It's about acknowledging your emotional investments to your goals. Why are you doing these things? Why does your soul want to do these things? We're not entertaining ego and what our ego wants. We're entertaining what our soul desires and what our soul wants to go after. So make sure you are removing ego. I would definitely do some kind of protection spell, whether that's making a simple protection candle, and you can find that linked. It's relatively new. I think I posted it maybe a week ago. I posted a protection candle spell, so you can do that quite easily. I put that into a short, so it's nice 20-second video showing you how to protect your energies, and that's something you could do every single day. Make sure you're grounding yourself, putting yourself in a white bubble of protection, and you're maybe even investing in a evil eye necklace or a ring or a bracelet, something that you can wear every single day. I mean, I wear my bracelet every single day, and that to me just makes me know that I'm protected and I'm doing the best that I can to protect my energies, especially when I'm doing tarot for a lot of different people or I'm opening up my energy online. It's really important that I do keep myself grounded and protected as well. So I really do relate to this message, but please drop me a comment and let me know if you also relate to this message and how it resonates. I'd also appreciate if you could drop me a like and also hit that subscribe button, because it helps the messages reach a wider collective. And you, pile 2, I will see you on the next one. Welcome, pile 3. If you chose pile 3 or you were drawn to the citrine crystal, then this is your message from your spirit guide. Citrine to me speaks about abundance. It's leveling up our energy to a point where we can attract so much more. So if you are potentially somebody who is well on their way to greatness, or you're currently attracting a lot of abundance, have a look into the properties of citrine and see how they resonate to you, because to me this is a very abundant reading. It's speaking about wish fulfillment coming in, and ultimately it's not really guidance from your spirit guides, it's more of a confirmation to keep doing the things that you've been doing. The Three of Cups comes out and it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. So to me, this is a celebration of the action that you've been taking. So if you've been taking action towards your goals or towards a healing journey, whatever it is you've been putting your energy towards, it's about to pay off, and your spirit guides want to remind you to stay on course. They're telling you there is going to be a reason to celebrate here. It's important to be around friends, be around family, people who truly uplift our energy, because ultimately the work you've been putting in is about to pay off, and you need to decide who's coming forward with you into the next cycle, who's been there supporting you whilst you've been building your foundation. So it's time to reward those closest to you whilst celebrating and uplifting yourself, and remembering that it has been quite a long journey. You've been pouring into this goal or this creation for quite some time, and the universe or your spirit guides are asking you to still remain patient on this journey. You need to learn the art of patience with the Three of Pentacles, and make sure that you are open to collaboration as well. It may be that you fear sharing your ideas with others or working alongside others, maybe in case they dim your light or they take away your shine, or it takes your vision in a different direction. But the universe is asking you to make sure that you're open to collaboration here, and you're very much grounded in your schedule, you're grounded in your routine, and you're grounded in the plan. So make sure that you can see a way forward and you can see the purpose behind the action that you're putting in right now. Make sure that you are sticking to some form of schedule. You continuing every single day to take steps towards this goal, towards this manifestation, because the Nine of Cups confirms that this is well on its way to you. It's just about acknowledging that although it can be frustrating and it can feel like it's taking a long time, your best friend right now is patience. The best thing you could do is stay patient whilst remaining consistent on this journey. Don't fall off. This is where 90% of people would stop putting the work in and they wouldn't make it. You need to be part of the 10% who will carry on putting the work in so that you can make it. So just make sure that you are chipping away, you're not losing focus, and you're keeping yourself reminded that the action that you've put in is about to pay off. There's something here that's really big and it's worth celebrating. You're going to be in the position of the Emperor and stand strong in your power. You've managed to actually free yourself from this energy here with the Eight of Swords. You've freed yourself from your current reality and you're leaving this reality behind. You're going into the next one, which is going to be full of abundance with the Ten of Cups. There's going to be a lot of happiness here, a lot of wish fulfillment, and ultimately the work that you've been putting in right now is about to pay off. So keep working on this idea, keep moving forward with the Knight of Wands. Any intuitive ideas you might get, any innovative ideas, make sure you're acting on them, and don't feel like you can't do them because it doesn't make sense or it won't provide bountiful in the future. Don't limit yourself. Don't put your own limiting beliefs on your ideas or the intuitive downloads you're getting. You're being given this identity, this reason, this intuitive idea for a reason. So make sure that you do follow through with it. You're purposefully being gifted by your spirit guides with this idea. So take action on this thing. Don't doubt it. Don't limit yourself. Don't think it's not going to happen because somebody else wasn't able to make it happen or it didn't prove very successful for the other people. So why is it going to prove successful for you? Just try it. You're well on your way to being in your King of Pentacles energy. And remember, that's not gender specific. It's about embracing your power, being on your throne, being surrounded by the material abundance that you've been working really hard to create. And ultimately your spirit guides want to remind you that you are the magician. You're so powerful. There's a lot of magic within this collective. You've got all of the skills and attributes that are required to make this thing happen. All you need to do is actually start making it happen. So please do move forward on this idea. Whatever it is you're being called to take action on, or whatever it is you have been taking action on, make sure you stay strong on that path and don't be afraid to try on new ways of doing things. So keep working smarter, not harder. And if you are having new intuitive hits or new downloads calling for you to try things in a different way or to include something different into your day-to-day routine, make sure that you do include that thing, because that's being gifted to you for a reason, and ultimately it's going to excel your King of Pentacles energy. It's going to speed up that process. But acknowledge that you are on the right path. There's a lot of things to be celebrating. Just remind yourself to be patient and be open to collaboration as well, because your King of Pentacles energy is well on the way to you. It's just about remaining strong in this path. Please do drop me a comment and let me know if this reading resonated. I'd also appreciate if you could hit the like button and also subscribe, because it helps the readings reach a wider collective. And you, pile 3, I will see you on the next one. Well, collective, that is all I have for you today. I hope these messages from your spirit guides really helped provide you some kind of clarity or give you a boost in motivation. I think that ultimately they're really positive. They're just little uplifts, little boosts to keep you going and remind you that you are on the right path. It's just about continuing to do the work, and that applies to every single situation. We all need to put the work in every single day. But thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please do like this video and hit subscribe. We're well on our way to 500 subscribers. And when we hit 1,000, I'll do a little giveaway. So let's keep chipping away. Let's make it happen. And I'll see you on the next one.